Ciao! It's Eric and Sarah here, and today we'll be veganizing Italian food. Here for it. There it is. Buongiorno! It is the morning, and we're starting off the day with a bit of cappuccino, which Sarah prepared so perfectly.
I don't know if perfect is the right word for it. This is probably the least authentic cappuccino you will ever find, but we basically just used instant espresso because we don't have an espresso machine. I made the instant espresso, poured the warm coffee, which we frothed, into that and sprinkled some cinnamon on top, and that's about it. Pretty simple.
If you're gonna have coffee, you need something to dip the coffee in, which is why we made Biscotti. Close-up cam. Yeah, it's never too early. Look at that. Wow.
We're very excited to try these, but first we're going to show you how we made them. To make this biscotti, we are actually following a recipe by Cook Nourish Bliss. We will link that below, and then I think I'm going to make a few tiny modifications as well. To start off, I'm going to be slicing up almonds. And then for now, I will be putting the almonds in a bowl for the end of the process. Now we are putting the dry ingredients together, starting with flour. Add baking powder and salt. Next, in a clean bowl, we're going to put together the wet ingredients. So now we're going to add sugar, oil, applesauce,
Yum!
vanilla, almond extract. This isn't in the original recipe, but I wanted to add some of this. I don't know whether it's pronounced anise, anise. I probably could have Googled it, but
I think it's pronounced anise.
anise.
No, I'm totally kidding.
I also forgot that I wanted to add a little bit of cinnamon, so I'm just going to toss that into the flour mixture. And then you simply combine your ingredients a little bit at a time.
Little stick up.
What are you doing? According to the directions, you're supposed to fold this, so I'm trying to be gentle.
The anise is really kicking in, stinging the nostrils.
And last, but certainly not least, we're going to fold in the almonds. Damn, that's a lot of almonds.
Little disclaimer, this is not a real tattoo. It's totally fake.
I think it tastes pretty good.
Let me just get a little sneak peek. Ow!
This journey has almost come to an end. With the help of my handy dandy ruler here, I'm going to spread out the biscotti according to the directions in the recipe and hope for the best. These have been in the oven for about 25 minutes, and now I'm going to cut them into slices before putting them back in for another 25 minutes. Finally, the biscotti is all done, and I'm not going to lie, they turned out better than I had hoped. As a last little treat, I suppose, we're going to dip the ends in some melted chocolate.
Whoa!
Are you ready for this?
Nope. Bring it around town. Enough explaining. It's time to test out the biscotti.
I haven't had biscotti in years,
Yep.
vegan or otherwise.
Yeah.
Bottoms
Hey.
up.
Wow.
Not too sweet either. I'm not much of a sweet breakfast person. This is very good.
It's crunchy. It's sweet, but not too sweet, as Sarah said. I think it's a pretty solid way to start the morning.
Full disclosure, we did maybe taste a little last night when we made them. We came to the consensus that it has a really nice range of flavors. 10 out of 10, if you ask me.
We'll definitely be making more variations of this. I'm sure it can get really crazy. A little side note, I'm very sensitive to coffee, so I'm not really sure how much caffeine is in here. Hopefully I don't fly off the walls the entire day. Ooh, I like that. And the entire breakfast, 10 out of 10. We definitely recommend making this entire combo. It'd be kind of nice. Mix up your mornings.
Cannot wait to see what else Italy has in store for us today.
For lunch, we are making paninis. So here's the bread, the ciabatta bread. Fancy. Ooh. For the meat substitute, we're opting for tofurkey deli slices. For the toppings, we'll be cutting up some fresh tomatoes, fresh basil,
which we bought a whole plant for this video.
Follow your heart, Parmigiana cheese.
I think it's Parmigiano.
Bringing everything together with some Sicilian olive oil. And we're cutting. Sarah has trusted me into cutting the bread, which could be a really bad mistake. All the ingredients are ready to be assembled, so let's assemble them. You're going to carefully drape some of the fancy olive oil on the bread. We're gonna drizzle over the cheese. Place the tofurkey. Of course, we have the tomato, basil. Gonna go ahead and add some more cheese.
We don't have a panini press, so we're going to attempt to toast these on the stovetop.
As you can see, we are limited with our pan options. It just makes cooking all more fun. The paninis have been paninied. So the close-up, oh! You got those thick tomatoes. The cheese melted on pretty nicely. That basil kicks. Ooh.
Bro, that's good.
Don't skip out on the oil. We were thinking about just buying like cheap store brand oil, but we were like, no, they would not do that in Italy. So we decided, Sarah decided, to get more of the authentic olive oil, which I think was a very wise decision. Yeah, it was cheaper for us to buy the actual basil plant rather than like packaged basil.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know.
This is a really good summer meal. I mean,
Yeah.
It's super light.
You don't have to bake it. Ooh. Okay. Ah! Let's go and give it away. Ah, my tomato!
If anybody here is Italian, how often do you eat paninis? So far, the meals have been
Spot on, good.
no complaints. I'm excited for dinner. I hope you're excited to see what we're making. Dinner is probably the most new thing. Dinner will be interesting. At long last, it is time for our final meal of the day, which is pasta. We are making a pesto. We're loosely basing this dish off of the Italian dish TROFIE al pesto, and I say loosely because we could not find the correct type of pasta, so instead we're using gemelli. And without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start by making the pesto sauce. We will be linking the recipe that we use down below. First, we're going to add in the basil. So much money. In it goes. Next up is our Parmesan. A garlic.
Never had pine nuts before. We're fancy, we're using pink Himalayan salt. Where'd you get this salt from?
I've had this for literally years. I think I got it at Marshall's. Yeah, Marshall's for $5.99.
Engage. What's the next step, Sarah?
Now we need to cook the pasta. Here we are.
Once again.
We have a gigantic dish of pasta in front of us.
I had to hold this giant plate for our thumbnail, so my arms are pretty tired. But look at this though, on the other hand, it looks really good. We decided to throw in some accidentally vegan breadsticks that we found at the store, so that was a nice little hidden gem.
Yeah, we weren't making those from scratch, that's for sure.
Close-up cam. This is really good.
The olive oil gives it a very earthy flavor. Plus that you can taste the hints of the cheese. It takes a lot of basil and a lot of olive oil, but it's very easy to make. So this is our obviously first video that we've done trying foods from a different culture, and I think Eric and I have both really enjoyed it, so we'll probably be doing more videos like this in the future. Definitely let us know if there's a particular country or culture that you want to see us try some recipes from. I've also, throughout the course of today, discovered a newfound love for olive oil.
Yeah.
I feel like I was missing out before this.
Because every time you see it, it's like a small thing's like $10, and we're like, what's the big deal about olive oil?
We have one final item to try out. We'll catch you when we do that.
Yeah! Well, we've almost reached the end of our day, but before it ends, we need some dessert. What are we having, Sarah?
We are having this plenty dairy-free sorbetto.
Sorbetto.
I have no idea if this is even close to authentically Italian, but it's about the closest that we can get to gelato, which is Italian. Flavor is strawberry hibiscus. We've never had this before.
Do a little zoom in on that. Actually.
Little zoom.
Oh, look who is here with us.
Oh.
It's our cat, Amelia. Say hi, Amelia. Okay, she's turning away.
She's busy.
Ooh, you're gonna like that. Yeah, see, she knows. If you want something more healthier than ice cream, go for the sorbetto. Well, at least it's somewhat healthier. Maybe mentally.
We're going to enjoy this and spend the rest of our evening fighting off a food coma from all the pasta that we ate. We'll see you in the outro.
Italy has treated us well, perhaps maybe even too well.
As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We're very excited to try out new foods in the future. But until next time, ciao!
Ciao!